I'm gonna let you guys in on the behind the scenes here. I don't think I ever do this.
Oh, we're like so close.
Because sometimes I'm like, I don't know if this is wise to let you guys in on all the things happening and my plans. Usually you shouldn't share plans because then people will be let down or then people know what's coming and you don't like that because that's like it's like spoil it. It spoils it and you know all kinds of things. But so we talked a bit ago. I forget it was on a YouTube stream where I like was all of a sudden like I gotta take a break. I'm done. I think it was.
Yeah.
We were like pretty much full time YouTube streaming.
Honestly, I think it was both. It was like one of those.
Oh, was that the restream night?
Facebook and yeah, it was like Facebook.
Oh
and
Jesus!
It was, everybody knew.
So we all of a sudden I was like, I gotta take a break. I was like, we had just got done a marketing push for Storyfire. I was doing like regular content, and I was just like, my heart wasn't in it. I was kind of burnt out. I've been perpetually burnt out. And I've always been like, damn, am I just busted up? Am I just getting old? Or like, what's the deal here? I recently watched Impulsive. It was on Twitch? Okay. I recently watched Impulsive with Casey Neistat. I like a lot of the stuff Casey's saying. And like, you know, has said recently, ever since he's like retired from content, whatever, overworking the muscle. But it's different. It's different for me. My thought process is, for when it comes to videos, we came out with some recent ones. I had plans. I had very big plans for content coming into these next few months. And I've been wishy-washy as all hell. I'm like, let me do this, and let me do that, and then let me do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do that. And it's all real. I want to do all these things. However, I find that when I start doing them, I'm like, my mood shifts, and I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do that. And there's a value in that because it's cool. Because I have freedom to just pivot and do whatever. But I was trying to analyze why that is. Like, what is wrong with me? You know? And then I figured it out in a lot of different ways. It's not so much a YouTube problem. It's not a platform issue. To where, you know, we built Storyfire. Love what it stands for. That's all well and good. Creative content, cool. And YouTube serves its purpose. Clickbait, search and discovery, ads, all that bullshit. And I came up with videos that lended itself to that shit. We're still going to do some. We're still going to do some of these things. I don't want to spoil anything with that. But I'm thinking, I'm like, what's going to get me jazzed up? What's the big thing? What's the big idea? I'm like, what's the psychocert? What's the MVE? What's the doc? What's the next child? What's the next baby? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Because I've rolled around so many ideas to where it's like, if I want to do a big creative series, I'm going to hit another financial loss like MBE if I put it out on YouTube. And then if I do more YouTube clickbait bullshit, I'm going to be miserable. Because it doesn't get me jazzed. It doesn't get me excited. I'm doing shit just for views and money, and it doesn't matter. So I'm like, okay. So I do the creative thing, and I'm fucked financially. And I'm not going to get rewarded on the platform. Or I do the clickbait shit that I feel really... feel really kind of blah about, and you know, it's just feels redundant and the hamster in a wheel type shit. So I figured out the solution. I'm doing porn.
Shut up.
No, that's not it.
No.
I realized that it's time to take it to the next level. I gotta make a Netflix show.
What? No. No, I'm just kidding.
I gotta make a Netflix show.
Ooh.
That's the revelation. I have to stop fucking about on YouTube. I have to stop doing this bullshit that my heart is not in. I know if I had the cast, I had the budget, I had the team, I had the idea, I had the time, and I went to Netflix, I'll fucking knock it out of the park. But I can't. The East Bum and the family. I'm getting the vibes now. Dude, my family's old, dude. They're retired. They don't want to be in shit anymore. I don't want to put that on them. I do not want to force them to do that kind of shit. Also, for me, it's redundant as fuck.
I think you kind of beat it to death.
Yeah, so I can still do YouTube videos here and there, whatever. We can still
Whatever you
stream.
wanna do, yeah.
I mean, whatever the fuck. Storyfire is still going. We got all this shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, the next big thing, the next creative thing, it's gonna have to be at an elevated level. The game's changed for me, and YouTube's it feels like still stage 1, and I want to get the level up and get to stage 2. So that's kind of the big revelation. And look, I don't want to put it in such a closed box of like it has to be Netflix. I think I told you guys before, MVE was originally going to get bought by Verizon after they bought the documentary, and it was a big deal, and it was going to get promoted on their platform. It was awesome, and then they shut down. But that was the next step for me. And unfortunately, at MVE had a large budget, more infrastructure, all this stuff. We could have did a lot of really cool things with it. What we did with MVE, I think, was nothing short of a miracle. And Kyrie, that's correct. Yeah. So it was like, all right. That was going to be the next step in 2018. Here we are 2 years later, and I almost took a step backwards in a sense of my craft. To where, like, it's always what separated me from the other YouTubers is the storytelling, the characters, kind of the art, the relationship that we have. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to really lean into that. And to not try and be like these other YouTubers with the clickbait nonsense and everything, you know? It was never about that. So, whether it's a Netflix show, whether it's Hulu, Amazon, I'm open to whatever. But I know I need to be making another series or a larger production of some kind with trained actors, cast, team, better cameras, better equipment, all that shit. And look, am I nervous about all that? 100%.
You should be.
It should be nerve-wracking. And I've always thought, and it's been said by many, that if you get nervous about something, that's usually a good sign that it's the right choice. So, yeah. The process now, though, is like, okay, you know, what's next? You know, what do we do? It's like, well, I got to get the idea, right? You know, I got to get the big idea. I got to get the big fish. I got to conceptualize. I got to write it out. And I got to either start pitching or bunch of different things. Now, I'm also not opposed to just acting and stuff either. You know?
Try different things.
Trying different things that are not this. Now, I could get experimental and start doing some crazy stuff on YouTube. I definitely might. I probably will, actually. I'm going to have to mix it up than the content that everyone's probably used to. So, whether that means more high-end productions, bigger videos, different videos, experimental weird shit. Be ready for anything, because I feel like I've been kind of stuck in a box of like this vlog style, and I know MV was more cinematic. But I'm gonna start experimenting more and just start doing some different shit for the channel. But I know for me personally, I just wanted to share with you guys. My sites are now not so much on YouTube, but traditional Hollywood. I don't want to say traditional Hollywood, but I'd put it more like digital streaming platforms like Netflix and Amazon and all of these, or you know, basically actual productions, not like vloggy YouTube content. So, but that doesn't mean I'm like disappearing. However, I would still say I might be gone for periods of time, which sucks, I know, but I'd still want to be streaming a lot. When I can, videos when I can, but I know I need to pull back, and me saying I need to break, it's because like I need to cast the line and catch the big fish instead of these little minnows. But yeah, it's just time to take it to the next level. 3 days from now, I'll be like, no guys, we're going hard on YouTube. If that happens, that's not good. Because that has happened multiple times.
Taking a step back.
It means, because what happens, guys, and by no means am I complaining, like I said, it's not a feeling sorry for myself like it was a few weeks ago. Very different mindset. It's more of a, I think I just lost my train of thought. Where'd it go?
You have to focus on you.
Yeah. Brandon just said it. It's me, and oh, what happens is I end up getting pulled back into YouTube, just because it's comfortable, the income is there, you guys are all counting on me for content, so I end up kind of always getting sucked back in. When
don't run in place.
Don't run in place. I love that. That's great. To where, I've been stifling myself in a few different ways. And, you create your own prisons. And go to a model cast agency is what lands you somewhere. Diana, yeah, I mean, that's great. That's great advice. I was talking with Mike, and it's one of these things that, like, I wish I had a lot of other creative types, a lot of other artists around me all the time. I don't have that. It sucks. I'm in the middle of South Jersey, and I remember why I got into YouTube. It was supposed to be a stepping stone. It was supposed to be eventually to get me into TV, movies, making that kind of stuff. And I thought YouTube maybe would become a platform that really had that kind of stuff, and it didn't go that way. I made it work with Sega Series and all this stuff. I made it work. I was able to weave the stories in there, but generally, the platform didn't go that direction. And I hate having to be a YouTuber, because most YouTubers, man, they're empty. They're shells. They're just doing stuff for views and clicks, and there's no art to it. There's no value to it. And I'm like, that's the shit I love. And I'm like, fuck. Like, when I dial it all back and get back to the core of it, I'm like, I don't like the game I've been playing. Furnace says, embrace change, you're still young. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. So, getting back to basics, I'm like, yo, my favorite stuff I've ever made was the produced cinematic creative things. The stuff with story, characters, and everything. The vlog stuff, I could do without. Ashley and I were just talking earlier. She still hasn't seen a lot of stuff. Thank you, Katie. I really appreciate that. Diana, thank you for that. I think we have enough content now. I think I have enough of a portfolio. I remember that's what I used to call it. That's what I used to call my YouTube channel. It was my portfolio, and I could show people what I've done, like in the industry. And I think we have enough.
I gotta use it.
Yeah, I think if we packaged MVE, we could totally show Netflix what we did with that show. We could get a version of My Virtual Escape on Netflix, a brand new story.
Insane.
Show them what we did with Psycho Series. I also have the audience. They love to cash in on that. I would just have to figure out what is the thing I would love to really jump back into that universe. And that's the shit I love. I love getting into that world. Like losing myself in the character in the world of whatever series it is. And getting obsessed with it. To where social media and YouTube in this game, this digital game, it's like it's hard to get into something because you're jumping from 10 different platforms, you're checking analytics and views, and it's just a very convoluted mess. I miss being able to lose myself in another world and just concentrate on these my little characters and my little stories and everything. Um, so you know, it's daunting for sure, and it's been my ongoing struggle. And why I've always come back to YouTube is because I mentally get a little closer to making a leap. Either it's moving out there, and you know, I mean that was the big thing with Juliet and I while we broke up is I all of a sudden I chickened out because I was like, wait, we have the cast all here, and I think I genuinely meant that, but it's scary. It's scary shit for me. Because I understand that, like, I could try and make some productions around here and whatever, but it's going to be different. I'm still lacking the people that I want. I could try and get them, but, you know, it comes down to, I would have to go probably out there or we're shooting on somewhere. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know enough about that world to really make a call on it. With COVID going on, obviously it just doesn't even help the situation at all. But I could easily start writing.
Yeah.
And just start framing what it is I need or want. Yeah, Brittany, I don't think it is either. Thank you, Forrest Keck. So anyway, I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. I know you guys have been peppering them in as I was talking. But I'm curious to hear what you guys' opinions is of this. Katie says, you're definitely Hollywood material, Jesse, but like with musicians, you might not like the direction they want you to go and your house. Yeah. Movie guys says, you have the package now. Go and unbox it to Netflix. I like that. Start making the moves, says Brandy. We're gonna keep it on topic. I appreciate all the questions, guys. How do I sign up for the cast of Virtual Escape 2? Yeah. More on that later, potentially. Some of the stuff from Sega series is the most underrated. Thank you. Plan anything on moving to LA? I feel like if that was the case, it would happen. I don't know, because then we're talking about other... I don't know. I really don't know. Escape RS says, you could easily take one of your things to Netflix. You have the talent and fan base for sure. I know personally I'd be very excited to watch MV or Sega series come to Netflix.
I feel like we might have to...
Thank you, Escape. That actually means... I actually got a little choked up there. Which means we're hitting something right. Guys...
I feel like moving there would be like step 2 or 3 into it.
Yeah.
First, you'd have to like.
I'd have to like cast a line out there.
Yeah.
I'd have to cast a
and
line out there.
Looking
see
good,
if I get an email.
like, all right.
Yeah, or I have to come out and pitch them or whatever.
So it's not on the radar yet.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah. Seeing you shoot a movie in the streets of New York City would be cool. That would be cool. I like that. I really don't like California right now because of the wildfires. I don't like that either, Brianna. I really don't. Even just with everything. This is not a good time, but, you know, a lot of what we're talking here, I can start making moves digitally, getting in touch with people.
Oh, yeah, you can do a lot out here.
You know,
over there.
but this is kind of just where my head's at, and, I mean, the fact that I was getting emotional talking about Netflix, I mean, honestly, my dream has been to have a show. And I had a show with Psycho, MV, and all these series and stuff. But the ultimate dream is to have a show to where I have no worry whatsoever about the title, the thumbnail. Did somebody yell enough in this scene to get everyone's adrenaline pumped? You know? Can I not say fuck? Or can I not have blood? I just, all I want to focus on is the fucking story, the characters, the art of it, the film of it. And I also don't have to worry about the views because it's going onto a platform, say Netflix, whatever, to where it's going to be on a feed and there's going to be plenty of audience there that'll watch it no matter what the fuck it's titled. That's like the fucking dream. So is your dream to be the producer, writer, all the things, Brandy? Basically, what I do with YouTube, I'd like to be the showrunner. I want to do all the things.
All of it.
I want, you know, I want to play a cameo role in the series. I want to write it. I want to fucking direct it. You know, I want to be all aspects of it, just like I do now,
Maybe even star in it.
except on a more elevated
all.
production. Yep, I just want to basically take it to the next level, a much more packaged, produced, beautiful series.
So I think with what you're doing now, I don't know if there is another level.
This is the only possible level
It's
up.
like
This is the
you're
only way
kinda
up.
like breaking even here.
Right.
You need to do something to level up.
Because I've done it.
Whoa.
I've done it a
Whoa.
million times in my head. If I go for views, I've already had tens of millions of views. I know what it feels like. Cool, whatever, great.
Done it all, yeah.
Creative series, I've already done MVE and I've put it out on this platform. I've done that a million times. There's nothing else left for me on this platform.
Yeah.
Well, I just get more views. It doesn't fulfill me. I do another creative series. It's not getting seen by enough people or the right people. On the wrong platform. The Netflix, it's the only possible way I can evolve. Kyrie says, this is a long time coming, dude. You really got to go for it. It's just like when you quit the bank. It really feels like that. It really feels like that. It's so ridiculous. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I think I said it before. It does feel like the bank. I still love you guys. I still love the videos. But there's a level to this that's just... It's just changed for me. I've come as far as I can go, I feel like. And I've played devil's advocate plenty of times and been like, Jesse, that's not true. You can make elevated content on YouTube, and I have, but it's not the same. It's on the platform where it's not gonna get exposure. It's all this shit. And I think it's just a comfort thing too. You know, I'm comfortable in my little YouTube world with all my family members. Everyone's down for whatever and all this shit. Even if you fail, you'll experience something different. 100% Brandy. I've always wondered, had I graduated college, went out to LA, and really tried to make it out there. And I was scared to move out there. I love my family. I love all this shit. I liked my YouTube. I had a comfort zone, you know? And I was afraid I'd get out there, and I didn't like how it was. I didn't like the vibe, and I'd come back, whatever. Although I never tried it. I kind of made the decision for myself. I was like, it's not for me. But that has never gone away. Now I rewatched La La Land a month ago. And I'm like, God damn it. Not only is this a beautiful movie and everything, but the characters,
Sorry, I had to kill a spider.
Yeah, what's her face's character? Emma Stone's character, trying to act and everything, and I'm like, I fucking love that. I think that's great. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. So anyway, that's all I needed to share. What about Storyfire? Storyfire's not going away. Everything, for me to put the content on Storyfire is still a startup. We're still growing it. My main thing is, like, me putting on Storyfire will not help me as an individual. I'm looking to benefit myself and grow as an artist and a creator. You know, Storyfire is my tech side, my business. That's happening. That's the thing. YouTube thing, whatever. All this. For me, the next stage as an artist is to either make a fucking movie, write a goddamn series for Netflix, pitch what I already have as a series, make money moves to enter the actual fucking industry, not YouTube. I've done it. Check it off the fucking list. You've done it, Jesse. You've done it.
Done it to death.
You've done it. Good job. 4 million subs, 2 billion views. Good work, brother. Time for the next one. Get that Netflix show. You want to have another moment where you're on top of the mountain or you're on the beach? Do the Netflix show. Get your fucking Netflix series greenlit. You're going to have a fucking drunken blast when that happens.
Oh.
Do what your heart is pulling you towards. Well, here's the thing. My heart's not even... Maybe it is pulling me towards that way. I don't know. My brain has gotten so fucked by all of this that I'm like, I don't even know what I want anymore. I'm like, do I want the views? Do I want to be like this creator? Do I want to fucking do this shit? It's all over the place. I get pulled in different directions. But at my core, at the core of it all, I go back to when I was a fucking kid. And I know what I wanted. And I still feel that same way. So, Laddie says, YouTube was fun. It's a great start, but I think it's time to join the big boys. Your talent, the only thing that will spark you up again is making it big. Making that big jump. You should fucking jump. You're right. You're right. I can see it. Mr. Perfect says, I can see this guy making it in LA. Shucks. So anyway, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. We're probably going to close out this stream within the next like 5-10 minutes. We'll probably end it on this note, and then Ashley and I are going to watch some stuff. Brainy, was it an epiphany or gradual? It was gradual. And like, I'm be straight up. It's one of those things that like, it's not as clear cut, right? It's not like a, oh, you'll be happy if you pursue this and do this. It's kind of like, I need something different. I've been pretty miserable the last couple of years. And I don't know why. I really don't. I've been trying to figure out. I don't know if this is the solution. But I feel like I have to try it. It's not good when your days are just filled with just feeling blah. And you're just kind of going through the motions. And it shouldn't be like that. I should be hype, excited. I just haven't felt that way in a while. Is it possible that, you know, whatever, I get up to LA, or maybe I'm writing or whatever, that I maybe still feel the same way? Yeah. But since it's been something that's been in my head for so long, it's something I gotta try, and maybe I'm also just rationalizing the fact that it's scary as fucking all hell for me. Because, like, there's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of doubt, you know? It's scary. It's a big step, and it's like, you know, who knows? I think it's super exciting. Are you more excited or nervous about Brandy? I'm neither, because I just realized a lot of this recently, and I haven't sat with it enough to really lay all the pieces out and see what my next steps are, because I don't think really any of this is going to be that terribly relevant for a while because of the global situation, and it's something that is going to keep evolving over time. Inferno says it's your heart and brain fighting with each other. That's definitely a huge bit of it. Inferno, who are you? Are you my conscience? But yeah, I don't know. The relevance is tricky at this current time. But home comfort's what's holding you back. I agree. Having my little snackies and my dogs here and Ashley, and it's like, it's all very comfortable. And having my family fucking 10 minutes down the road, and like, it's good. Cool thing is, I can try this, I can eat shit, and I can fucking fall flat on my face and still come back and all the things and all this stuff. Because honestly, there was a time, in 2018, after MVE, even if I wanted to go to LA, I remember the temperature of everyone. People were pissed. People were upset. My whole family wanted to be in content more, and they didn't want me leaving. So then there was a huge guilt also in that. To where now, I'd say the vibe is a bit different. People are down for videos, but it's almost like they have lines in which I'm not trying to stay out all night, or I'm not trying to do this, or like I can't do like that like I used to. And everyone's kind of just getting older, and you know, they've done so many fucking videos. They're kind of just like, unless it's like a really big thing, like a really big project or something, they're not really as invested. So, you know, I think it's a better time now for me to be like, okay, it's time to go do the thing. But Kyrie says the dedication doesn't feel as strong, I'm guessing. Kyrie, yeah, it's a lot of things, right? MVE was the big creative thing. They were all invested into that. Psycho was the big view thing, and so new and exciting. And then all the series in between, the views were all there. But now everyone's just kind of blah. Everyone's desensitized to the views, the subs, the fans. It's all just, you know, and they're older, and I think they're like, they were mostly doing it for me. To where I know if I got like a big show deal or whatever, I can always integrate them into the show. You know, I could have everyone have a cameo in it. You know, be a random extra or something. You know, get them out to wherever we're shooting. That's the cool thing, right? Is like, if we could shoot the series anywhere. We'd get a deal with Netflix, and then we could shoot the series in fucking Georgia, or go to Michigan and shoot the thing. You know, We don't know when you're being real or not. Don't know even this is a act. It's hard to tell. Zakora, this is real, dude. If you ever watch a live stream, it's always 100%, and then I'll let you know when I'm joking. Kyrie says, how bad do you want to do this? It's tough because, like, my mindset before was like, what do I want to do for a living that I'll enjoy, that'll also pay my bills and all this shit. You guys have allowed me so much comfort and luxury in the sense where I don't have to worry about bills. I'm good. I don't have that on my back. And I hate to say, like, that has killed some motivation to where I don't need to work as hard. Because I've worked my goddamn face off the last 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, since I started this shit. So really, I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty beat. I've been beat down. So, like, my motivation is, like, but I know how it ebbs and flows to where if I had the thing, if I had the right idea that I'm super pumped on, or the story, or the character, whatever it is, the motivation would return, especially if it's a new environment, things that I could look forward to. Right now, I don't really have those things, so my motivation's kind of but I do know this is like it's just like okay, that makes sense for an idea, and I know I'll always be wondering. Like, it would be one of those things where if I was older, deathbed kind of shit, I'd be like, God damn, I wish I at least tried for the Hollywood or for the Netflix show or whatever it is. Because, like, there's never been a more poignant time. I know everyone's talking about, like, dude, everyone wants to be a YouTuber. If you got a fucking YouTube channel, that's, like, the dream. It's like, I'm like, guys, this is a time where if you get a show on fucking Netflix, that's it. You're made. There's so many goddamn people on there, and Netflix puts you on. It's a fucking great experience. Like, to where, like, that's the big opportunity. That's, like, the dream. Because who knows how long Netflix is going to corner the market like this. Who knows how long there's going to be a platform that has all this fucking people's attention like this. Super interesting to me. The King, do I work out at all? Yeah, a little bit. Contact Safety Bros. Yo, they're great, man. Fucking Uncut Gems was money. Yeah, Miranda Sings had a Netflix series, and no offense to her, but I know I can put on a better show than that.
She did?
Yeah, Haters Back Off.
Never heard of it.
You could always direct or write a Walking Dead, anything. I know how you feel. You want to stay in your comfort zone at home, but just do whatever your heart feels better. Yeah, Chris, you're right. Thank you, Zebra. I appreciate the love, and appreciate you trying to find a PS5. So yeah, anyway, MVE for Netflix. I think that's an easy first step, is pitching MVE as a package series, just to show it as a proof of concept, to show what I can do, to see if there's a show here that they would want to invest in. I think MVE would be the fucking play, and I would love to jump back into that world. Hey, Colin, I don't think I could be banned any second like Leafy. Nah, there's definitely a different genre of content there. Info for anything, you're my childhood. Thank you for that. You're a wizard, Jesse. Thank you, bro. You're my child. Go and conquer Netflix, says Georgie. Appreciate that. What do you guys think? You think that's the play? Do you think it's like a little crazy? Or you think it's like,
I don't think it's crazy.
Or you think, I gotta win here with YouTube, Like, why not just, like, or any other ideas? I'm open to ideas, too. To where, like, yo, what if you did blank? Or what if you shot a movie? Or what, anything you guys think. Katie says, you guys are adorable together. I wish you the best of luck. COVID things been terrible for many artists, both career and home life. Do an affirmation board, pros and cons. Stay strong. Appreciate that. Pros and cons are great. They're always great. Isaac says, Netflix is the move. Make it happen.
Will the mirror world exist in the Netflix series?
Get casted? Dinah, I like that. I like that idea a lot. I feel like that would be my next step. Like, in my heart of hearts, I was telling Ashley, like, I would be down to attach myself to somebody else's project right now. I'm super burnt out from doing everything and being the leader of shit.
Just anything different.
That, like, I would love to attach myself or act in somebody else's show or series or get some on-camera roles, whatever it is. I'm down. Kyrie says, it's a long time coming. You've always had an interest in a step for a long time. Yep, it's true. Carla, always support you no matter what. Appreciate that. They host movies The original content was respected. Yep. Make a series that will end 2020 in a boom. Corey, yep. Kid Behind the Camera and I did write a movie. We never did anything with it. We finished it. We were going to produce it, and then we got a little sidetracked. James Neutron, you have a brilliant mind. Always entertaining. Thank you, man. Do a horror movie. But if you work for someone else, do you think you would disagree with a lot? There'd be a lot of... Brandy, I think it's possible. I think that happened when I was the indie... YouTube Can't Speak Out, Migrate Dog. Icy Diamond, I like that. Thank you, John Williams. Been blown away since Eagles Landing. You could do it, my friend. Thank you, Alexander Prime. I would have to believe in the project and whoever's behind it. I just found that when I was doing the indie movie before, after college, I was like, I wasn't the set and the story, it just wasn't working out for me. So I feel like there was like a tension there. But if I really fucking believed in the script, the characters, the story, I think I'd have no problem working under somebody else or for somebody else, helping bring that vision to life. I would love that. Last Silver King, keep it rigid, man. I look forward to a future with MVE. Yes. Creative Jason, you hate working under someone else. I think as to date, yes. Because I feel like I've genuinely been smarter than most people and more talented. But in that realm, that would not be the case. I feel like finally I'd feel like I would mesh well.
Yeah, there's a difference between working under somebody and working with somebody.
Correct, with somebody,
so...
yeah. And on a production, it really is working with. Everyone's working together. Everyone has their assigned roles, but it genuinely is a team effort, not a, like, you do this, you do this, you do that,
Collaborative.
You want to make movies and, like, how you still think eventually moving? That's a Hunter Bird. Yeah, man, yeah. A lot of movies are international based now, but you can still be cast in any plot by any director. I would love to see you in an end of the world movie or a hilarious movie. I would like that. There's like, I love end of the world shit. Brandy, could Brian help you find the right role? Not really. Brian's connections aren't like you would hope. My old manager, I think I definitely have more of a shot with. I'd definitely get in touch with him, but. Dude, you got this. Pitch MVE as a package deal. Let them know how flex one of it. Kyrie, I 100% agree with that. MVE, dude, like, the game and MVE, those two series, I'm like, yeah, they need to have a fully fledged universe. I don't know which one I'd want to pick. Both are fucking great. I think MVE, I'd have better luck, because it's more recent, virtual reality. And it's especially poignant with COVID, all this shit. I think that'd be the play. But, dude, the game, also great story. I feel like it hasn't really been fucked with on a show before, like that concept. Both concepts, I feel like, are good. They're standalone. There's a rich play there in the universes. I would love to... I mean, dude, I would love to jump back into either of them. I almost had more, but the game, I love the game so much. The game is just great. MVE was super dark, but the game had, like, this, like, light fluffiness to it. That was, like...
It had, like, humor.
It was funny, yeah.
But, like, I don't know if it was, like, intended, but, like, it's funny.
No, it was, like, lighthearted humor, where, like, MVE would get dark, and there were times where it didn't take itself too seriously. Like, Isaac would definitely make light of things. Yeah. But the game did have, like, a much more innocent vibe to it, despite it being some, like, dark, crazy shit. Steven says, YouTube ain't it, Chief. You need to be adopted by a TV network or Netflix, like you said. Storyboard is good. Could use it to promote your new show. Make money. I agree. 100% agree. Bernie says, where do you go from here now? That's the question, right? I think my next steps would be to get in touch with my old manager, catch up with him, tell him my idea to see if there's some way we can pitch MVE. We talked about it a year or so ago. And then I was like, I told him I wasn't really ready for that yet. But I could hit him up, see what we can do there. From there, hopped on LinkedIn, just scanned for Netflix execs, anyone I can get in touch with. I mean, we're doing similar stuff with Storyfire all the time. We're reaching out with emails, cold calls, you name it. So it'll be a similar process. and ideally I can catch somebody's initial interest, have a meeting with them over Zoom or something, and maybe it comes down to it. I don't think I'd be flying out there. I'd have to probably stay digital, and then see where it goes from there. But I could try and get some casting stuff. It'd all have to be digital, and then if anything ever I got something more tangible, I could fucking fly out wherever and go from there.